Hello and welcome to this drink review of a drink called Monster Viking Berry. And we have a Viking there, and I assume that's supposed to be a shield maiden. And, okay, I'm not gonna read and see what type of flavor it's supposed to be, obviously. Some type of berry flavor. Okay, just opening there, I'm like, oh, I'm getting like a lot like a raspberry. Oh, blueberry actually. Like a blueberry-ish smell. Yeah, this is Monster Juiced, by the way. I mean, they tend to be good, I think. So, there's a bit of like a red orangey hint to it. I'm getting a little bit of like a björnbär, like bear berry, and like wineberry is, let's see, that's what I'm getting. It is apple, sour cherries, yeah, black wineberries and björnbär, and bear berries. I kind of got the bearberry and wineberry taste to it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I would probably get that again. Now, I mean, a whole can is 53 grams of carbs or 50 grams of sugar. So that's, I think 1 deciliter is 40 grams of sugar. So it's like 1 deciliter plus almost a tablespoon. Jesus Christ. So anyways, that's a lot of sugar. Oh well. It's not like I'm eating any other sugars. Yeah, there's gonna be another day where I'm gonna talk about, oh, I'm gonna do some first looks, and then I'm not doing it. But today, god damn it, I'll do some. I'll record some. But before I do that, let's see, some comments. Comment by Lazul. Art Deco Aesthetics. And that was my first look, Technotopia. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to like remind myself a little bit about Art Deco. Is it the ones where you often see like 4 heads? Okay, no, it's not what I thought. But yeah, now when I look at the pictures, like, yeah, that is very Art Deco. Which is first look Technotopia. Not really like I mean, I do like the uses of like greens and golds together. I think they look good. Probably one, I mean, Cecilia Immigrant, right? But, eh, not really my type of design aesthetic. And then Lasso also said that he hates when it's too acidic. I like lemonade, but not overly sour. That was my drink review, så det brukar rabarber. Which, yeah, I agree. Now I can handle a decent amount of sourness. I prefer, if I have to choose something to be a little bit too sweet or a little bit too sour, I would rather go for the little bit too sour. Because then when I dilute it, I tend to like it then. But same with the sweet. But if I have to choose one, I will pick a little bit too sour. But when it is too much, you're like, Jesus Christ. I think it is the more difficult to drink that than if something is like super overtly sweet versus super overtly sour. No, I was gonna be like, I'm like, no, I probably will still prefer the sour one, but too much of anything isn't enjoyable. And then thank you for your clarifications. Seems that you are in a nice comfy location. Good. And that was on my drink review, latitude 65, Arktis granatäpple. Getting some vitamin D. And yeah, we are, except for here in my room. My bedroom is pretty nice because the bedroom basically gets only gets like 2 hours of sun every day. So that otherwise is completely shadow. So that room is very, very nice. But this room right here doesn't really have very good airflow to it. Because, I mean, I've talked about this in previous episodes. In this whole apartment complex, there's only 2 apartments that have, like, some type of, like, problem with it. Because the way that they have put the... where you get air. God, what is it called? Well, whatever those things are called, you know. This and the apartment below us are the only ones that have like a different setup than the rest of the apartment. The rest of the apartment have that they can just put in like a filter that comes in, they just click it in for us. For some reason, they didn't do that in our end, the apartment below us. I think it is when they built these apartments, they probably forgot to install or do something with airflow. And then after they built it, like, oh shit, we cannot do the same way the other apartments have. So we have to do whatever we can to get some airflow. And yeah, so for us, we just have to get the filter medium and just put it in some holes. But even if you remove the filter completely and you don't have any filter, there's still not a lot of airflow. Now we use filters obviously anyways. But yeah. And we didn't know that when we bought this apartment. We didn't think about, maybe there's some problems with that, because why would you think that that would be the case? But yeah. But when you're outside, it's pretty nice. But it's just in our apartment. Basically, this here computer room and the living room have some of these problems. But they're not like super intense. Where like, oh my god, gonna horrifically die or whatever. Because just having a fan does help. Now I don't have a fan on at the moment, because I prefer, if I don't need one, I prefer not using it. But that's enough to elevate the problem. And then I guess a dehumidifier might. But I mean, right there, that right there is like an air filter, and I used to have it right there. But I was thinking, like, why not put it over there? So it creates a certain amount of drag instead of just being there where the window is and then just recycling like that. Better to have it there. And then it creates a drag. Now I don't feel the drag, but probably does create something because it has to drag air over there. So yeah. And yeah, also one thing that I'm gonna have to do is that I'm thinking, because like I said, I bought a new SSD. I haven't cloned my old one to that one. And I also bought a new hard drive, because this one that I have right now, I don't know, it's starting to, and it's pretty funny, the newest out of all my hard drives is the one that seems to have a little bit of problems. All the other ones, they are like 10 plus years and they're still working good. The same with actually the SSD actually works pretty decently, but I still wanna switch it out to a little bit of a newer. I think I have an 850. Let's check. At the moment, I have an 850. Yeah, Samsung SSD 850 Evo 500 gigabyte, like 2.5, and I want to replace that with an 870 1 terabyte that I bought. Luckily, I bought that before all of these extreme price increases. Now, if I would have bought it even earlier, it would probably still be like half the price of what I bought it at. So I am, even though I haven't done anything with it since I bought it back in April. Because, I mean, like I talked about, you know, the place that I bought it at, they kind of like fucked us a bit with the RAM, because I managed to get RAM at a very good price. And all of a sudden, oh, sorry, we don't have the RAM. And then, like a week after, they had that RAM, and now it's like double the price. No, Webhallen, I'm gonna call them out. Webhallen, I'm not upgrading my RAM or anything. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that. And then when doing that, mess around with the fans, because I think my fan setup, even though I have not had any problems at the moment, it's not like optimal, because in the front case, I think one is going in and the one below goes out, so it creates like, well, the air in the front of the case just goes like that. And then at the back, I don't know, I think the fan setup is pretty suboptimal, but I've not had any problems because I'm not really doing anything that really produces a fuck ton of heat. It's not like I have components that produce fuck ton of heat either. But still, you know what? We still want to make things better, right? Because let's look. You can look at my temps right now, actually. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong. Because I do undervolt both my GPU and my CPU. I am undervolting both. Because not only do they actually run better, I get more performance from them by undervolting them. They use less electricity. I don't know if you truly notice, like, I do not know by undervolting them how much do I actually save when it comes to money from electricity every year. I would be surprised if it was more than like $3 over the course of a year, so I'm not really doing it for that. But it does make it so that they last longer as well, so I mean, that is something. Let's see. At the moment, my Ryzen 7 5700X3D is 46 Celsius. The max temp has gone up, is up to 47. Sometimes when I do edit and all that, it sometimes go up to like 54 and maybe sometimes 60 Celsius, which I do think these can probably handle going up to like 80 whatever, but I mean, I do have a pretty good CPU cooler. I've also seen it actually, because if I edit something that's very, very long, then it can go up to like 70 plus. But I've never seen it go to 80. I've never seen that. And then let's look. All my other components are between 34 to 37. The Kingston SSD, which is, as you know, those NVMEs, that is at 44. And I don't want to make that one my C drive, you know, where I have everything on, even though that one is a lot faster than, obviously, the 2.5-inch SSDs. But I have all my games, and that's also where recordings and stuff goes. That one is at 44 Celsius. Everything else is at 29. Here we go. My GPU, my GeForce RTX 3060 is at, and it's the 12 gigabyte model. Or 11. I don't know if it's 11 or 12 gigabytes. I mean, I guess I could check. Okay, that one is at the moment 45 Celsius. With the hardest it has been is 56. It's actually quite high, since I'm not really using it. What is the utilization of it? I mean, to be fair, the fans are not running. I think that was when the computer started. It tends to run hot immediately and then it goes down. Doesn't it say the utilization right here? Here we go. I mean, it is using 25%. On what? I mean, I guess I have the browser open. Is that really what takes a lot of GPU at the moment? No, OBS. Duh, I'm recording. Yeah, OBS is taking 26% at the moment. Okay, now 30. Okay, I completely forgot. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and goodbye.